I don't. Get off. 3 people on, 4 people. I've just popped on a little bit early because I'm trying to set up to see if the sound's any better. Well, I don't think it is. Okay. Well now. I think you can hear it right. Sound's gone off. Yeah, it should be working now. Can you just let me know if you can hear me properly? It is a bit echoey in here, so can hear you now. Mint. Right. Thanks for everyone for coming on. It's been a while. I've been away. I've had so much on, and literally I have had not a second to myself. So yeah, I thought I'd jump on, and I know it's been ages, and I should have been like kept you all in the loop, but it's been on my private life. I've moved house, which has took up like literally 8 months. The last 8 months of my life, I've been moving house. Trying to move house, and it took me 8 months to move 4 miles down the road, which is absolutely ridiculous. But now we're in. This is the new Daft Monkey HQ, which I'm going to revamp and turn into a proper little setup. Let me just put the little fridge down here. Cold one out, why not? Cheers everyone. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. All the mothers and all the parents that, you know, you might have been raised by your nana, you might have been raised by your dad. There could be a mum all rolled into one, so happy Mother's Day to everyone. So yeah, I thought I'd just jump on quickly, give you all a bit of a, keep you in the loop, which I should have done a long time ago. But like I say, I've been so busy. Let me just give me 2 seconds, because I'm gonna post this to my Facebook page so others can join, because I said I'd leave the link and I haven't. So we'll have a good chat soon. Just let me upload to my social media, so give me a couple seconds. Stick some ambient music on as well. I am now live. Link below. That should work. What am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty excited because I've just ordered a pizza and it's on the way. Oh God. I shall be with you in 2 seconds, people. Let's go to Twitter. Put it on there. I'll do it this way actually. So let's grab that, share that. I am sorry about this. It's just you have to do it. Sort of. I am now Now, I hate predictive text. I am now live. Link below. Hashtag YouTube live. Alright, let's go on Twitter. So, I hope you've all been good. I hope you've not all abandoned me and left me. How do you bleeding share this now? Copy. Paste. Bam. So that should work. All good. Right, they're all on now. So, what's it called? Lo-fi music. Lo-fi. So if you've got any questions or anything like that, don't forget to ask them. Right, so I'm all ready to go now, people. Here we go. All on, all ready. Is that music too loud? Because I can turn it down. If it's too loud, I'll turn it down. Just let me know in the comments. So I'm going to start with so we've got 24 people on now. Sorry, I'm miles away. So yeah, like I say, I've been meaning. I've got so much to get through videos, and it's really done me head in because there's nothing more that I love than getting out there and filming. And the last month I've been really quiet on YouTube, on everything really, and I've not kept you in the loop, and I am sorry about that. I'm really sorry about that. But I've had to prioritise things. I've had to go and get so much stuff. Like today, I've literally just got out of the bath 2 minutes ago because I was absolutely top to toe in paint. Just been painting. Me and my girlfriend just been painting the living room. But we've got literally a full house to sort of renovate over the next course of maybe a few years. But we're just getting the ball rolling with a bit of painting and stuff like that. So I'm going to go through some of these questions as well. And I've missed you all. It's been a long time, hasn't it? But yeah, I'll be back now. I'm back. Sorry, I don't think the link's right now on Facebook. You're all going to leave me, aren't you? Right, that's a share. What a nightmare. Copy link. Whatever happened to just simplicity? Everything's too even though I've not been on my computer or nothing. About 50 updates. That monkey. Let me delete that. Delete post. Delete. Teething problems here, I'm sorry. Right, that's right. My girlfriend just texted me and said, I don't think your link's working that you posted on Facebook. Right. So, yeah, I've got a list as long as my arm to do. And I just haven't been able to get out and get them done. I can't wait, honestly, to get these videos done. And I'm torn between the next sort of one to do because it's a choice of 3. Now, the first one, I wanted to do one that was close to my heart, and it was where I was born and raised in Salford. I wanted to do. There's basically this bridge that everyone sort of is scared of on Whit Lane, and it's called Cot Robin Bridge. And it was the scene of a brutal murder back in the early 60s. back in the early 60s, a poor woman was murdered there, and there's a rumour that, well, it was a bit of an urban myth on our estate that the woman that died actually haunts the bridge, and she was called Kathleen Pearson, and it's a brutal murder, but it's right on my doorstep where I grew up, and it's going to be a bit like the Black Douglas one type thing, mixed in with, I'd say, the Pusher, so it'd be filmed similar vein to that. So that's potentially the next one. The second one, obviously, is the Scuttlers, and I have been doing some research. It was the Scuttlers 2, which is going to take me a bit to actually do, so that might not be next. And the third one with Days of Horror Chris, and he's Vicky, which is me, my dad, Chris, and Vicky are staying over at 30 East Drive, which is reported to be the most haunted house in the whole of the UK. It's been on Most Haunted. Nick Groff, who used to be on Ghost Adventures, he's actually been there and investigated it. So that'll be a bit of a good one, that I think. So yeah, it's not for wanting to not do it and get out and film. It's just not having with what I've had on. New house, and not just a new house. Sorry, I forgot to mention. I took a new job on. The first job that I did, I was there for 3 weeks after being at my last place for 18 years. I left and went and worked with my cousin, who was kind enough to get me on with him. And he literally, I was working with him, but after 3 weeks of being there, I was offered another job that I applied for before I started, and it was more money and closer to home, so I didn't really, it was a bit of a no-brainer really, and I'm there now. So since the Pusher video, I've moved, I've had 2 jobs, and I'm sort of renovating the house as well, so yeah, it's just been a hectic past month and a half, 2 months. So I'm going to start reading down the chat here. So, long list here. Richard Ainsworth says, evening fella. Got Laura S says, hello Moon, Cove, hello. Steaming Lion, I knew you'd be there. Hiya Ant, how's it going mate, you okay? Got George says, try it without your headphones, we've done that. Can't hear you, can now. Dotter, how's it going? We've got Patrick. I've not seen out from you, Patrick, for a bit. I hope you're all right, mate. Chris is here. Chris Donai, Chris. We've got Wits End. Days of Horror. How's it going, mate? Are you all right? We'll see you soon, we'll do that video. Cassie, how's it going? I loved your dancing the other day on Anita Street. Who've we got? Tom, Urban Explorer. Hiya, mate. How's it going, Tom? You okay? Got my dad there. Steve, how's it going, Dad? Hope you're all right. Mike says, good to see you. Chris, all right, Ant, how's it going, mate? Yeah, not going too bad, mate. Just got my hands full at the minute, but hopefully I'll be back out filming soon. DS, good to have you back, lad. Thanks very much, mate. Kelly Mulligan says, hiya, Kelly. Danny, Ian, DM, nice to see you, mate. Hope you're well and settling in the new house. Yep, we are, mate. And nice to hear from you, Danny. Hope you're doing well. Keep the artwork up, man. I'm absolutely loving it. Been watching your videos. Ruth, hiya, Ruth. Hope you're all right. Not spoken to you for a bit. Clarenceman, how's it going, mate? I hope everyone is fine, and I hope you've all been taking advantage of this nice weather we've been having. We've got Mac, how's it going, mate? Midday, hope you're well, mate. Evening, Ant from Edinburgh. I believe you're in Edinburgh, and the pictures look great, and the day looks even better, mate. Glad to hear you good, Patrick. Nye, how's it going, mate? Hope you're all right. Diane, hope you're all right. So, that's pretty much everyone. So, yeah, like I say, whirlwind of past few months, but feet are planted on the ground now, and things are going to start rolling. very soon. The list is mounting up, and I could probably slip another one in there before. There's another video that is really intriguing, and I don't know if you follow my Instagram. If you don't, go and head over there now. It's Daft Monkey. You'll just type it in, you'll see the logo. And I've got a story about a murder stone. And back in the day when a brutal murder took place, sort of in the Victorian times, there was a stone put there to sort of commemorate what happened. And not too far from me, a fella was in these, I think it was either early 1800s or the end of the 1700s. He was brutally murdered for a lot. He had a lot of money on him, and they reckon these three lads jumped him and they murdered him and savagely killed him with stones, these big massive rocks, and then they buried his body on the side and put all this like a mound of rocks where his body is. And the whole story, I mean, I think one of them got hung, and it's a grim, brutal story. But it's the stone where he was where they put the mound of stones where his body died. That's where they've erected this old stone, and it's a couple of 100-year-old. And I think there's only about 20 in the whole of the UK that still exist. So I was going to do that. Well, I am going to be doing that, and that could possibly be next to. But like I say, I'm just a bit sort of stuck for. I've got that many to do. I'm stuck to which one, to do next. So I'll tell you what. Pop it in the chat. It's either going to be the Cock Robin Bridge murder in Salford with the woman. It's either going to be. I'm going to rule Scuttlers 2 out just for now because it's so big. So it'll be the murder on Cock Robin Bridge. It will be, what did I say I was going to do? The murder stone up near me and 30 East Drive. So which one would you like to see first? Just let me know. Who've we got here then? So, Chris says, don't worry, Auntie Lon, I won't be crying again. She said she misses you so much, sat here watching with Jace too. Oh, I miss you out soon, I'll be down soon. I keep saying it, but I will be. And I hope you're all alright. We've got Dottie saying, oh fat, 30 East Drive. Kathleen Marr thought Parkinson, that's it, to be precise, yeah. Who've we got? Okay, thanks. Just catching up on some of these here. One question, Anthony. Let me see if I can sort of pin this in the chat. Pin message. Can I do that? I don't know. Don't know how to work this, to be quite honest. I've pinned it in the chat. I don't know if everyone can see that or not. I'm not sure. Put user in time. I'll do it so that when someone a question and I can put it on the bottom of the screen. I've seen some YouTubers do it, but I don't know what to do. I thought you could just pin it or something, you not double click it or what. So anyway, Days of Horror, he says, one question and I need to ask, but how heavy was that fucking pint glass you were holding? I went for a few beers the other day. It was a Thursday night actually, after work. I had a hectic day at work. I was covered all day in this black charcoal powder that I'd been weighing out, and I looked like I'd been down the mine. And just arrange this. I looked like I'd been down the mine, honestly. And I thought I got in, I had a shower and got cleaned up, and I thought I need a beer. I really need a beer. And I got, I said to Georgia, I said, do you want to go for something to eat and a drink? So we ended up going to this place near us called the Bull's Head. And it's recently been renovated. It was a really old, dingy boozer. And they've turned it round. It's absolutely stunning inside. And I had that. I don't know if you've drank it, any of you, or if you drink lager, but it's called Hells. I think it's Camden Hells or Hells, Hells, I think it is. And they give it me in this big, massive stein. And down an absolute treat, honestly. It was ice cold, it was perfect. But it did make it weighed a ton. We got Holtman, yeah, nice weather last year. So yesterday, I'll just fill you all in. Yesterday, since we've moved to a bit more of a better spot for bike riding and stuff like that. And I love getting out on my bike. It just clears my head completely. So we got my missus and my girlfriend. We went to Decathlon, picked a bike up, and we went on this big, massive bike ride. It's from Marple in Stockport, if any of you know it, and it goes all the way to Macclesfield, and it's about, how many miles? I don't know, maybe 9 miles or something like that. I don't really know. The route is anyway on the bike, and we hit the trail, bombed it all the way down, and I went in lockdown with my mate, and we come across this boozer. There was a secret pub. And me and my mate went, Nick, in lockdown, and this was when the pubs were completely shut. And we saw these girls come down the steps with these pint glasses in the plastic cups. And he went, where have you got that from? And she went, there's a pub open round the corner. I said, you're joking me. So me and him got on our bikes, flew down this hill, off this beaten track, in this, like, right near this farm. And lo and behold, there was a pub open, and I couldn't believe it. And I got this pint. You know what? I don't really drink it, but I got Aspel cider because it was boiling hot, and the cider is so like, it just refreshes you, doesn't it? So we got a pint of this cider, and I've craved it ever since. So when we went on this trail the other day, we flew down. This was yesterday actually. Flew down on the bike. And I said, I'm going to take you to this pub. And the weather was boiling hot, and we pulled over and we sat in this little, like, it's like a bit of a beer garden off this country lane. Honestly, it's called the Windmill in Adlington. But I'm telling you now, it's like, I call it the secret pub. And it was just nice to sit there and have a bit of sun for the first time in absolute months. The sun was banging yesterday, wasn't it? And we just sat there and we had a couple of beers. We were a bit tiddly biking it home, but we got home all right. But yeah, it's lovely to just feel the sun on your face just for you know what I mean, couple of days. What have we said here? So, like your latest video, Ruth says, thank you so much. Lady Stardust, hiya, how's it going? Hope you okay? Heaviest beer ever, but it got lighter. Yeah, very much so. A bit similar to yours, Midday. Oh, I think the pizza's here. So we've got Larry Brady, afternoon daft. Love from America. Wow, all the way in America. Hiya, Laura, and thank you very much for coming on the live. Diane says, Victoria murders seem extra gruesome. They do, don't they? Isn't it weird that? I don't know actually. I don't know why they're so gruesome. Is it because it was more, how can you put it? Victorian murders always seem to be done by, there wasn't necessarily like a shooting, was there? Or a plot. It was always, Victorian murders always seem quite close and personal. One man killed another person with the bare hands, or bludgeon someone to death. It's always, yeah, you're right there. It really is quite, they seem really gory and brutal, don't they? Alex just says, hi, I'm just popping on to say hello. Nice one, Al. Jace, RJ says, hi, mate. How's it going, Jace? You alright, mate? Jace, if you ever you get stuck for music, anything like that, just pop over or go and listen to me. My little cousin Jace is absolutely amazing. Jace Campbell official. Head over to his YouTube channel, and I'm telling you now, there's a next big thing coming through, 100%. So people are seeming to like the murder stone. That'd be good actually, and it's on my doorstep, so I could probably get that out quicker, couldn't I? Where are we? Just going down the line here. Cock Robin Bridge, that's one of my dad's favourites. Always East Drive, but for me they all sound great. Chris, he says, would love Cock Robin Bridge to be told, Anne. It's such a heartbreaking story that needs to be told. I agree, mate. And you know what? I did a lot of research on this about 4 or 5 years ago, well before I did YouTube. And I couldn't believe I found the actual photographs of the that were done by the police. I couldn't believe it. They were the actual like crime scene photos. And funnily enough, that street, as you know, it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. So there was a picture where the knife was on the floor, where a handbag had fell, where there was blood splattered and trailing into the yard. And it's still there, if you know what I mean. It's dead easy to sort of do a transition shot there. I'll pin that. Keep pinning and stuff. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, I think we've got. Is that the delivery man? Hey? Oh. I'm going to trip up over this wire. Thanks, babe. Look at that. And I've been healthy for ages. We've been painting all day. What we're saying to that then? That enough for one, that do you think? So we've got a margarita pizza, some garlic sauce, some chilli sauce, then poppers. Jalapeno poppers. Some onion rings, and there's some chips hidden under that. I'm starving, I've not ate all day. Honestly. You'll have to excuse the, what's it called? I don't have the best table manners. It's actually nice, that. Really nice. Right, let's keep going through these. DS says, have you ever heard of a murder of Charles Brett? I haven't, mate. There's a memorial for him in church at St Anne's Square. Would be good to hear you dig into it. I will definitely, mate. I'll definitely do some research into that. 100%. I'll stick them all. I am sorry for, if you can hear me, my lips smacking against each other, but I need to eat. I'm starving. I eat like a pig, sorry. And I'll try not to eat with my mouth open as well. It was like sneaking beer during Prohibition. It was, Dad, wasn't it? The secret pub. Slurpee. All right. Big shout out here. Slurpee Dave, right? Pubs, beers and jokes. Isle of Man. Head over to his YouTube channel. I've been watching him and he deserves a lot more subscribers than he's got. His content's amazing. Basically, Slurpee reviews a new beer or an existing beer in different pubs on the Isle of Man. And it's exactly what it says on the tin. He's Slurpee Dave, goes to the pubs, drinks the beer and tells a few jokes in the Isle of Man. And when you're having a bit of a down day or whatever, or a bit of a miserable day, I bang him on and I watch his stuff because it cheers me up. So big shout out to Slurpee. Thanks for cheering me up, pal. And it's like the bad jokes, if you know what I mean. More brutal murders in the Victorian times, I agree. Jay says, nice one, geezer, for the plug. Sound me, mate, shaking off a little hangover from yesterday's gathering at Bowlers. You won't learn, mate. I've been there. You know what, though? It's a true saying, and when I was probably your age, Jace, I thought, I sound old, don't I? I am old, actually. I'm getting old. But when you're 18, you can shake an hangover off. No problem. But I tell you what, when you hit your 30s, it starts to get you. And I've got a thing now, if I go on a big night out, it takes me 3 days to get myself right. Honestly. So make the most of it, Jake, while you can. Alex, Days of Horror, very gruesome, and considering executions took place back then, it's weird why so many crimes took place in the first place. Also strange how a large percentage of murders took place by females. Yeah, that's true, mate. That's from Days of Horror. A lot of them that I've read. I read one the other day about a woman from Blackpool, and she poisoned 3 husbands in a row. And I'm thinking of doing the story. I know it's a bit out of my way in Blackpool, but I found the street and the house that she sort of lived on, and she killed 3 people, all her husbands, and she was getting their will. And I think she was slipping something into the tea, and she laughed and joked about it, and people didn't think anything because it was this like little old woman, and really, she was brutal. You wouldn't want her to be your nana. So, Slurpy Dave says, therefore think the horrors... Oh yeah, this was a good one, Slurpy, actually. Therefore think the horror of Prestwich Hospital would be worth an investigation. Totally agree. And thanks for putting me onto that. I checked out the map, and I'm going to have a bit of a look around there, mate, and see if there's anything that's still there. Ruth, Ant's going to be having heartburn tonight. Probably will, mate. You eat like you're being fed with a catapult. That's off my dad. Thank you. Take that as a compliment. David says, yes, mate. Glad to see you back. Glad to see you back. I know everyone. He does have I do have hair, look. I just wear an hat when I go live. I don't know why. Or when I film, I feel like I'm lost without it. Freestyle Towers, another one. Everyone, if you want to go and head over to the YouTube channel, go and head over to Freestyle Towers. His content's brilliant, and he's working really hard at the minute on trying to get his stuff out there, and it's definitely worth subscribing to. So go over and give him a sub, won't you? Slurpy says, our local pizza chef, this might be a joke, our local pizza chef was found dead on the kitchen floor covered in cheese and tomato, pepperoni and pineapple. They reckon he topped himself. Another dad joke, innit? Nice one, Slurper. Yeah, Diane says they get worse each decade, God. They're horrible hangovers, aren't they? You'd think in this day and age now, we'd have a cure for them, wouldn't you? All this talk about like health, smoothies and all that, and eating bananas, get rid of your hangover, nothing does. I find the only thing that does, I take 2 paracetamol and I down a full pint of water before I go to bed, and sometimes it ain't too bad. But I don't think there's never going to be a cure, is there? Days of Horror says, I know the story in Blackpool, and you definitely need to cover that, yeah. Ruth says, did she have A, B and B? in Blackpool. Oh, did she have a B&B in Blackpool? I'd avoid the place. No, I think this might have been early 1900s. Early 1900s, possibly. So I'm just reading some of these the comments here in the chat. Mary Ann Britland comes to mind. Yeah, that could be her, mate. That could be her. You've got a baseball cap, Tom. Urban Explorer. I've got a baseball cap with my channel name on it. I know, mate. I've seen it, and it's absolutely well smart, mate. Freestyle Towers says, much love to you. Great to see you here tonight. Thanks a lot, and thanks for joining on, mate. Thanks for coming on the chat, on the live. David says, it's a secure mental health unit in Prestwich. It's got a big wall around it, so I'm assuming some of the patients that are very high risk and danger to themselves and others. Yeah, totally. Like you say, mate, it's not just what they can do to themselves; it's what they do to others too. So it's so old round there. I mean, Earl out and everything isn't too far from it, and that's what sort of had me looking around that area. Slurpy says, what's good for hangover? Heavy drinking the night before. Dad says, I found some interesting film things yesterday when I did my Saturday mooch on the Paradox Club. You know what, Dad? I'll go back and watch that. I haven't really watched it yet. I've been so busy this weekend. So I'll definitely go back and watch it. So anyone that isn't already, go over to my dad's Facebook. He operates on Facebook. He don't really do YouTube, but the Paradox Club on Facebook, and they go live every single night. They always have something on. So yeah, go and head over and give them a little follow. Slurpy Dave says, I used to visit a family member many years ago in the old part of the hospital, the old Victorian part. Not sure what part's still there now. To be honest, mate, I haven't been round, but like David's just said, I think it might have just been redone now, and it's a brand new, not brand new, but a tight secured unit. So I hope you're all been okay. I hope you're all still interested in the channel, because in the back of your mind you're always thinking everyone's going to leave and start watching other people, and so I'm glad that you've come and commented in the chat, and you're all still here, which is really good to know. I'm going to just have to have a bite of pizza. I'm sorry, I'll do it off camera because I eat like a pig. Oh. On a good note, like I say, all the videos that I've got lined up the ball will be rolling within the next week or two. Going off the feedback that I've had on here, could possibly be the Murderstone or Cock Robin Bridge. And I've got, luckily enough, this is the thing with the channel, and I sometimes question myself and second guess myself. I try to keep it based in Manchester or Salford or where I am, but I find I get such a better response in Manchester and Salford, and I think it's because there's a connection there, isn't there, with sort of being born in Salford and then being around Manchester a lot. I know it really well, and it's a massive city, isn't it? So I do try and keep it round there, but there's so much on my doorstep where I live in Stockport. There's so much on my doorstep that I would love to share with you. But like I say, I try and keep it based in Manchester and Salford. So going forward, I'll still be doing a lot of them based in Manchester and Salford. Pardon me. But I would love to show you more of where I live, because there's a lot of untold history and forgotten history on the doorstep. And when I say history, some of it is like sort of its own version of Angel Meadow in a way. Big, massive old ruins of spinning mills, what would have seen child labour, almost like slave labour, so to speak, on a big, massive scale. And that is on my doorstep, and the ruins are all there, and the footings, and there's loads of gruesome stories, you know what I mean, and there's little gems too. So I would like to start introducing that to the channel, but I always think, will people like it? If it's not Manchester or anything, would they still tune in? So I hope that if I start doing these videos, still keep them in Manchester and that, but also start introducing videos that are from around here, because some of it you just need to, as someone that doesn't live there, so if you're living away from here, these stories that will blow your mind, they'll blow my mind, but it's full of history, and there's potentially so many good videos, like the Murderstone, for example. It's a fascinating story, which led to one of them being trialled and hung in Cheshire. I think one of them died and one of them got away and was never found ever again. So they're them type of stories, and I just want to bring them to life. So hopefully I'll still, like I say, I'm not too fussed about getting the views, or the subscribers. To me, it's if people dig it, if people get it, and if people enjoy it, I'll make it. So yeah, I'm hoping to do that, and hoping to, you know what would be a massive help would be, if people liked it, and possibly shared it and stuff like that, just so we can, some of these stories, they need to be told, and they need more publicity to get them out there, from modern day crime to old Victorian crimes to little hidden gems that should be just spoke of more, and they need more publicity, because they're brilliant. Just let me. What are these? Get the bottle open from upstairs. Cheers, everyone. So I'll go through some more of these chats after I just have a little nibble of this. I've just nearly took a chunk out the side of my cheek. Do you ever do that when you're eating and you go bam and you bite a chunk out the side? There's nothing worse, is there? I've been close to tears before now. And do you know what hurts me more? Is the next day or two after, that cut that you bit, that chunk out of your mouth, turns into an ulcer, and you can't speak, and you're miserable all week. That's what gets me down more than anything in life, is having an ulcer in my mouth. I can't stand it. So let's go down some of these. So I used to visit family. Yeah, I've read that. Tom's got a page too. Go and head over to Tom on his Tom Urban Explore on his YouTube channel, and he's just said to me, it's quite interesting doing videos and I'm addicted to it. It does get addictive, mate. It really does. Especially when people enjoy it. When people enjoy it, it's worth it. Sounds like a good plan, go with it. That's from Diane. I'm gonna, I really am. Ruth says, I think if it's interesting, Anthony, it doesn't matter what the area is, your videos are ace. Thanks a lot. Cheers for that, Ruth. Yeah, I'll start introducing some. Pardon me. I'm gonna start. I've got so many out, and if you're all up for it, I'll do it. So definitely we will watch. We would like to see more history of your area. That's Paul Ayala. I hope you're all right, Paul. I think all the way in America. So I hope you're well, mate, and I hope everything's fine out there. And thank you for following the channel, mate. You're always putting input in on a positive way, and it really means a lot, mate. So I hope you're safe and everything's all right in America, mate. So yeah, I'll be showing you some more stuff. Don't worry, mate. So much of the mystery still untold from Manchester. Yeah, absolutely true. I've got books and books on him, and I think, wow, about 5 or 6 good ones in it. So much for the mystery to the man. .8 says, I'm from Northeast, but love history and the stories of real people. Absolutely, .8. Days of Horror says, but you also have to do videos with you that you want to do and what make you happy. Totally agree, mate. Totally agree. That's when they'll be at the best. I mean, the Pusher one last time, the Manchester Pusher video, it took me 2 goes in town to film it, because the first time I went and I filmed little bits and bobs, but basically filmed me talking. Oh no, sorry, I went round first and I filmed it. So I filmed all the spots, and it takes so long, it's a full day. So I went back a week later and then I filmed me sort of doing the talking part and combined the 2 together. This is why it takes so long, but I could go and film it all in one day. And I know for a fact, when I start putting it together, I'll hate it. And I can't get up for it then. And it has to sort of look right in my head. I think it's just in my head, mate, but that's how I do things. But yeah, the Manchester Pusher video, I really liked the style of that. I think because I focused so much on the Victorian past, it was nice to do one that is actually in the now, or only a few years ago. So it was nice to have, the music was different. If you notice in the video, the music's more current, the effects that I used were more current, the sound effects were more current, and it was filmed, like I say, right in the heart of Manchester. So it was good to, it was refreshing to make a modern day one rather than going back to the Victorian. But what will happen is I'll do a few of them and then I'll miss the Victorian side of things. So yeah. Slurpy says, where's the furthest away you've done a video? Is it York? I think it is, mate. Like I say, they were only vlogs. I just thought I'll throw them on the channel. York and Castleton in the Peak District. And they were just vlogs. And I did one in, I did the Slate glamping in, where was it? Leckwyd is it called, in Wales. But they're just like little vlogs of me on a personal level, just what I've got up to. So if I go away for the weekend, I go away quite a bit, I go camping. And I often think, shall I vlog it? And then sometimes, I'd hate to be, or hate people to think he's one of them that, wants to film where he is all the time and look, he's filming this, that, and the other to be on the camera. So I don't do it. I film videos to show people, but I hate people to think it was a bit of a sort of, look where I am, I'm here filming, blah, blah, blah. So I don't do it all the time, but every now and then, if it's something with a bit of history, I think, God, people need to come here, like Castleton, lovely. lovely place. When you're there, once you see that, it makes you want to go. When you go to York, beautiful place, it makes you want to go. And then when I went the Slate camping, that's just another one where you think, God, people need to come here. It's so nice. So if it ticks the boxes, I'll probably vlog stuff, but there were so many I could have done last year because we just kept, me and my girlfriend just like kept chipping off the weekends away. Took the dog, little quiet weekends away, like in little villages, tucked away, just like a little pub, loads of walks, just outdoors, like, fresh air. When you sort of cooped up in, say, Manchester or something like that, you sometimes need to come away and you need to see a bit of beauty. And I find it clears that. So yeah, I mean, I've got stuff coming up. I could probably film, but I just want people. I want people to think of it like it being a big head or anything. You know what I mean? Because I'm not. I'm just people want to see it. They can see it. Where are we? Manchester Pusher video was amazing. That's from my dad. Cheers, Dad. Slurpy says, "Death all right about biting your cheek." It, mate, pisses me off. And it's worse when someone. You know what? When you're out or you're somewhere and you're with, say, your partner or something, and you see them bite it, and they go, and you go, "You all right?" And that's the worst thing you want someone to do is go, "Are you all right?" Because you're thinking, "No, I'm going to lose my rag," and you're angry. You're really angry, and you're close to tears because it's the worst feeling. And then in the back of my head, I'm thinking, I've got a cold sore here, and an ulcer. Sorry, I've got an ulcer to deal with now for the next 3 or 4 days. I can't have any sweets or nothing. Salt and vinegar crisp because I'll be crying in work, going, "Ooh." Dottie says, "I was scared for Ant on the Pusher one." Parts of it, to be honest with you, Dottie, parts of it are pretty. You feel quite unsafe, especially down the canal network that runs sort of underground. It sort of feels like, I mean, you can go down there and have a look, but it does have that element of someone's going to jump out and mug you, stuff like that. But yeah, it's not the best of places to be having a bit of a mooch around, really, is it? Yeah, Paul says, "Wash your mouth with warm salt water." Yeah, that's the only sort of thing that eases the pain slightly, doesn't it, mate? Danny says, "Stockport has loads of amazing history. People would most certainly watch." Nice one, Danny. I know you've explored it yourself, mate. The history is absolutely unbelievable in Stockport, and to think as well, a lot of it is still hidden away and tucked away, and it's there. It's just accessing parts of it, but unbelievable history. Dave said, Slurpy's throwing in the old dad jokes again. Vicky says, "Follow up to Manchester Push-Up would be good too." Yeah, well, there's potentially other stories there, isn't there, Vicky? I only touched on 3, and there's absolutely loads that I could potentially do another one. Ian Madden says, "Hello, mate. I'm a bit late." Well, no, thank you, mate, for coming on, Ian. Not spoke to you for a little bit, really, have we? We've not had a chat for a bit, but thank you for coming on, mate. The way you tell a story is compelling, so I think whatever you choose to film would be interesting. Oh, thank you so much. Vicky says, "And some new vids with your dad. Still pissing myself when you threw away the biscuit on your tea break." I know, I need to get him to come along with me, don't I? He can come on any of them whenever he wants, so I'll try and arrange one with my dad. He'll be coming on the one with us. when we go 30 East Drive. So you'll end up throwing a biscuit away if he gives you a biscuit. Them biscuits were rubbish, actually. Ruth says, how's sweet Maggie? She's fine. She's absolutely fine. She's took over the new house completely. She's found a comfy spot. And she's literally like, it's like she's lived here all her life. That's what dogs do, don't they? They know how to get comfy straight away, and they're adaptable. Sorry, I'm just sending a quick text. They're adaptable. She's absolutely settled in straight away into the house, which I was a little bit concerned about. But no, she's settled in. Absolutely fine. Slurpy says it's good the way you mix up the documentaries and general blogs. Thanks a lot, mate. I'll start doing them more often, mate. I'll start putting in a few of the blogs as well, just in case anyone wants to. If they don't, they can switch off, can't they? Ian says Wales is beautiful. Totally agree with you, mate. Some beautiful parts of that country, and a place that I'll probably be going to over the course of this year. So yeah, be great. My granddad says, alright, and my granddad says, Chris says, alright, and your granddad is watching with us with a beer, mate. So, that made me day. I hope you're alright, granddad. And cheers. I hope you're alright. I heard you've been pottering away in the garden. Have you made a wishing well or something, or a wheelbarrow, and you're growing some veg or something like that, my mum was saying. So, to be honest, I've been in the back garden, and I've planted some chilies, some onions, we've done some coriander, what else? We did another one. Something else, but we've planted them, and yeah. We'll have to see who's got, tomatoes, that's what it were, tomatoes. We'll have to have a pumpkin growing competition so you can win. Slurpy says, I've had quite a few old mates back in Prestwich watching your plough-in video. They used to drink there. Yeah, it's a sad shame, mate, that place closed. The Plough on Rainser Brew was back in the day. It was a good pub. Towards the end, it just got, it just fell into the wrong hands, I think. And why they demolished one of the oldest pubs in Salford. I think it could even have been the oldest pub. Why they demolished that, I will never ever know. It's disgusting. They have no consideration for the history of what these places, and the Church Inn pub now. So for anyone from Salford or anything, if you know the Church Inn near Salford Precinct, right outside St Thomas's Church, that is now closed. And the Beehive pub on Whit Lane, not everyone's cup of tea, but it was one of the only pubs on Whit Lane. That's now closed as of weekend, I think. So it's shocking the fall in these pubs at a drastic rate, and I just don't know what's going on. I really don't. They said that they closed the church pub because it didn't fit the plans for renovation, and there was nothing wrong with pub. It didn't need renovating. So I think personally they were just ready to sell the land, and yeah, they'll flatten it and build houses. Like to do everything. Yeah, shocking. Paul says, yeah, I like camping, got several coming up in the summer. Nice one, mate. They should be brilliant. Slurpy says, what area you go camping, Paul? Oh, Paul, he's talking to Paul. So Paul's from America. Stubbing your toe is bad too, Ruth. Totally agree. And my toes are massive. They're like Monster Munch. And I walk around this house, me, honestly, and I'll stub my toe all the time. My toe, I'm not getting my feet out, right? Because there's some weirdos out there. But say that's my toe. My second toe here is massive compared to it. It's as big as that. That's like the comparison. That's my big toe, and then my second toe is massive. I think I need to go to doctors and get them filed down or something. Not my toenail, the actual toe is massive. Like that big. Massive toes, man. And I ain't getting them out because there's some freaky people out there. If that's the case, I'll set up my own OnlyFans. Yeah. Trip. Where we're looking at some people chatting together. I can hear footsteps outside the door, just 1 second. Come here. People what's here. Come here. Come here. We've got a visitor. A big fatty. This is Maggie, everyone. Got a wave. She's already weighing up the chips. No, Mum, watch it. Come here. No, she doesn't want a chip, she wants a pizza, so you're not having it. So, this is Maggie. Say hiya to everyone. Say hiya. She's tired. You okay? She's been on the on a vlog too. She's a proper little character, but she don't get on with other dogs. I'd love to take her out with me sometimes, but she don't get on with other dogs. She's really funny. She's good as gold, and she acts like butter won't melt, but she just doesn't get on with other dogs. But she's like our little baby. She's dead funny, honestly, and she's settled in totally. Got to say bye to everyone. Say bye. Say bye. Go on. Go on. Babes. You got her. Go on. Where are we in the chat? Sorry, I'm just going to have another nibble of this pizza because it's gone cold. Sleepy with the jokes again. Wait for the chilies to grow and do another chili challenge. God, you know what, Ian? I've still got them downstairs. They are lethal. When we did the chili challenge last time, my dad was here. We bit it. It's instant. I don't know if you've ever had them before. They were Carolina Reapers, and it's instant heat, like bam, and it goes intense, like really intense. And you're thinking, what have I done here? Like, what have I done? But I was shocked at how quick, when it started to cool down, it went really quick. So it's like full-blown insanity for a good 3 or 4 minutes. And then it faded out really quick. So, yeah, I've got them. I'll save them for a rainy day or when my dad comes back round again. Dad says, got to go on. Got a medium live on the Paradox Club at 8. No worries, Dad. Thanks for coming on. Slurpy says, I remember the beehive and also on Whit Lane there used to be the old house at home. Slurpy, the old house at home, that's been demolished now. But where the old house at home is, there was a row of houses on Parsons Field next to it. Like a row of 4, 5 houses. And they're like the middle two. Me, my nan and granddad lived there with our Mike, my uncle. And then me and my sister and my mum and dad lived in the other one, and we lived like directly next to it. And my nana and granddad used to. That was their local, and that went downhill towards the end. But from as a kid growing up, that was a real bad pub to have left that community, because that was the hub of Whit Lane, and so many people went in there. So many good nights had been had. And it was a bad day when that went, because, like I say, that was a proper community pub, and it had a great spirit. And although I only drank in there once when I got to about, I think I went in when I was about 17. It was when it was shutting, and there was a load of dickheads that owned it at the time. It was a sad day when it closed, because of what I remember how it used to be. There were some good people that drank in that pub, mate. But that's flattened now, and I think there's houses going up on it. It was a big old beast of a building, wasn't it? Lovely. To be honest, mate, they've ripped the art from the pubs in Salford now. You've got like down Chapel Street, which have a good couple of pubs on them. If you go back to one of my videos, Surviving Salford, you'll see the sort of demise of the Crescent pub, which is an absolute eyesore now. And then you've got the Height, which is a personal favourite of mine. I love the Red Lion, and I like the Wagon. But other than a select few pubs, there's not as many as there used to be, mate, and they're falling by the wayside. It's shocking. There we're in the chat. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through. I'll watch back to your vlogs are brilliant. Can't wait for the next one, Sharon. Oh, Sharon! Oh, thanks, Sharon. Have a nice evening. Where are we? Great, there'll be two of us checking into the place. Blah, blah, blah. Bless you, Maggie. Oh, sweet girl, she's a beaut. I'm off now. Chat to you later. Thanks, Dottie. See you later. Slurpy Dave says, did the local pizza delivery drop off your dog? Yeah, so I'm not going to stay on too long. Oh God, I'm not going to stay on much longer, because like I say, I've not stopped all day again, and I want to chill out. I'm absolutely knackered, and I've got to be up at 5 tomorrow for work. So yeah, this was just basically a brief update, and I should have kept you all in the loop ages ago. But another thing as well is I didn't have the internet, so I just had it on my phone, but I was waiting for a bit for my internet to get turned off, which is a bit of a nightmare. So I thought there's no point in me filming anything, because I'll just be sat there with a load of content, and you know, I need the internet to do certain parts of my video. So let's read a couple more of these. Managed to get here from Spain. Oh, thanks, Greta. Hope you're okay. All the way in Spain. Yeah, those Reapers are insane. And is the Racecourse pub still going? No, mate, it's closed. I think you're referring to the one in Kersal, near the Kersal Club. It's closed, mate. It's a weird pub, that, because it's absolutely huge, mate. And it's just, you know, it could be an amazing pub, and it opened for a short period, closed, open, closed. But as far as I'm aware, mate, it's completely closed. So, everyone, I'm going to wrap this up now. It's been on for about an hour. But thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thanks for commenting. And like I say, it was just a bit of an update, just to say that I'm not forgot about filming, or I've not lost my love for it. I love it more than ever. I've just had so much on with the move, having two new jobs, and just sort of getting my life on track, really. And I've had to prioritise that over filming. So all I can say is thank you for the support. Thank you for the continued support. Cheers for tuning in, and yeah, just keep. I hope the videos that I can keep bringing are still as interesting as ever. And one thing's for sure, the list that I've got this year, I know I told you on the last live and I've not done one since, but the list that I've got lined up this year is absolutely unbelievable. And I think I still think it'll be the biggest year for content on this channel today, with the amount of interesting stuff I've got lined up. So thank you all again. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to everyone, whether you've lost your mum or, you know, you just your mum in it. So happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there. And I'll see you all very, very soon. And take care. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, the last little bit. See you later.